Hey everybody, the Bong is here, ready to give you a brand new Let's Play. Step into the shadows of the Hell House. You arrive back here at Transylvania on business to destroy forever the curse that is the Count Dracula. Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest for the NES, and of course this is brought to you by GameAnyone.com and Much Games Guides. Now this game takes place 7 years after the original Castlevania, while Simon Belmont was seeing his family at the cemetery. Turns out he's still recovering from injuries at the hands of Dracula from his first battle. Hasn't fully healed, and some woman said that he is now cursed. And in order to release the curse and save himself, he has to resurrect Count Dracula and destroy him by gathering his 5 remains and, well, finishing the job. Sounds simple, right? Well, this is very, very different from the original Castlevania. I'm going to tell you that much right now. It's got a lot of RPG elements. Like, there's towns, you can talk to people. First thing to do in this town is buy a white crystal. And, like, you can actually gain levels, too, by killing enemies and collecting hearts. Hearts do not count as actual ammo for your sub-weapons. They count as currency now. A crooked trader is offering bum deals in this town. That's funny. Okay, so basically you have to use hearts to buy stuff. And there's quite a few puzzles too. More on that later. Buy a white crystal? Okay, why not? That's all my hearts apparently. I can't buy anything else. I can't even buy a whip upgrade, a sub-weapon, or anything. And the other thing that makes this different is you have a time system. You actually get day and night. In day, the enemies are weaker and you actually hear some awesome music. At night, however, the towns are closed, you cannot buy anything, you can hardly talk to anyone in the town, and all the towns are turned into zombies. Not only that, the enemies are much stronger. Actually, I'm going to stick around a little bit more so I can actually buy the rest of the stuff here. It would be better this way to stay fully prepared. I at least want to make sure I got holy water. Holy water is a little different in this game, like rather than actually like lingering on the ground after you throw it, you know, creating flames like the original Castlevania. No. You can still use it as a weapon, but more importantly, it's used to discover secret passages. Some of these passages are either in the mansions or even in the empty towns themselves. I just go in a house, if you see nothing, throw some holy water on the floor or at the wall. And you can also find some hidden stores. What a horrible night to have a curse. The unfortunate thing about that is you cannot skip this dialogue. You can skip just about anything else except that one message you see so many times. The bad news is the enemies are stronger at night. The good news is they actually drop you more hearts too. So use that to your advantage. Most of the time when it's night, I'll probably be around town just grinding for some cards and probably some experience as well. And, you know, most of the time I'll just either edit it out or probably fast forward it because everybody loves the chipmunk voice. I want to make sure I have at least 150 hearts. You know, like 100 to buy the Thorn Whip and an extra 50 for the Holy Water. You know, it would make a lot of sense. How many am I at now? Only 24. Man, that's not good. I already have enough to buy anything. I can't even buy one McNugget with all this. Like, I got like 24 hearts. Can you give me half a McNugget and a teaspoon of sweet and sour sauce? Thank you. You know, just half a teaspoon. You know, that'd be good. It'll save me 3 hearts. Then again, if you're at McDonald's, do you actually take hearts instead of money? That would seem like a very fucked up currency. Like, how do you pass hearts around? It's like, are they made out of paper? Or are they plastic? Do they have a little bit of blood on them? How do you get half a heart? Like, how does it stay its perfect shape? I'm overanalyzing this stuff, and I forgot to mention it. If you're low on health, just go over to a church. They'll recover your HP. But you have to dress up like an altar boy and pretty much have to bend over to their will. And by bend over, I use that term loosely. No, he just talks to you, lets you relax, and all of a sudden you get your health back. Now, that's really what happens. I don't really think Transylvania is Catholic, but I could be wrong. They could be any denomination of Christianity for all I care. They could be Anglican, they could be United, Methodist, Eastern Orthodox. I don't really care. Just give me health. And leave my genitals alone. And give me some of that good wine. I don't want any of that pedestrian shit. Like most of us come to church just to get a little alcohol now and then. That's pretty much it. And I forgot to mention that if you lose all your lives, you won't lose your items or your... Actually, I don't think you'll lose your items. You'll probably get sent back to the first town, which is Jova, and all your experience be gone. You retain your current level, which is nice. But I don't know if you retain your hearts. You might get sent back to 0, but I'm not 100% sure. The morning sun has vanquished the horrible night. Good to know. I like when things are vanquished. Actually, I think my top priority would be the holy water. I don't think I can afford the whip upgrade, so I'll have to do without it. Holy water. Yeah, okay. Okay, I gotta make sure I got both this stuff equipped. I don't really think you can do anything with the white crystal equipped. You gotta trade it for something else. But I want to make sure the holy water is equipped. The good news is I can actually use it as many times as I want. Only 40 hearts. Alright, now it's 42. That's very unfortunate, so I'm going to have to go without the thorn whip for now. I can go back anytime I want, but I'll just leave that alone for the time being. I mean, I can do just fine with a very short faggot whip. You know, that's good enough. I can live with that. There's the fishman. I hate it around this spot because when you go into the water, of course you die. Simon Belmont did not learn how to swim after that long 7 years. I think after the first adventure you realize, you know, maybe next time I should learn how to swim. Or at least float. But no, he never did that. I don't know what he was doing for 7 years, but... apparently learning to swim obviously was not it. Okay, well, still a lot of skeletons. I'll get plenty of hearts there. Okay, what way should I go? I think I'm gonna go down. What can I get? Well, let's see. I got 60 hearts. I might be able to buy something that's 50 hearts. I hope there's something I can buy in the next town, which is Barros. A rib can shield you from evil. Good to know. And this, my friend, is why you need the holy water. I don't know about you, but I think that's very bad for business. Like having a dagger store where, you know, nobody can reach you unless they have holy water. It's like, I'm gonna go shopping. Make sure you bring the holy water just in case we find a hidden store. And don't do the same mistake I did one time in a practice run, which as soon as I left the store, I held left or right and went to the water. Turn right for Dabby's path, left for the Varus Woods. Too bad it ain't Dobby's path from Harry Potter. Laurels in your soup enhances its aroma. Fuck that, I like basil or bay leaves. You look pale, my son. You must rest in the church. Look who's talking, Mr. Whiteskin. Clues to Dracula's riddle are in the town of Alba. Of course, there's no such town as Alba. It's really short for Algebra. Clues to Dracula's riddle are in Berkeley Mansion. So, Alba technically is the next town, and it's not named after Jessica Alba, in case you're wondering. I'm not going to bother to buy anything, because I only got like 10 hearts. I can't buy anything. Might as well equip the dagger. Believe it or not, this dagger is actually pretty powerful, despite not being able to go all the way through the screen. But don't worry, you get an upgrade for it later. Not later? Well, I guess we'll find out. That's what the dagger is good for those long reach jobs. considering I don't have a thorn whip yet. Okay, for this kind of job, you need holy water. And this job, too. I think it's pretty sad in this game you can accidentally skip important dialogue like hidden books all around and finding hints, but you cannot skip the dialogue that you've seen so many times. Actually, I think there's one good use of the white crystal there. You actually need it to find this little platform. Just make sure it's equipped, because if it's not, well, I'll show you. If it's not equipped. Well, actually, I don't have anything else to go with it, so it has to be equipped. Okay, I'm gonna do a save state because I don't really trust myself with those jumps. Okay, the good thing about this is that time does not move forward when you're in mansions. So you can probably stick around as much as you want to grind for some hearts. Just try not to die, that's all. That's your only requirement. That's all that is asked for you. So if you're looking around for hearts and stuff, you're better off going to a mansion. Gargoyles are pretty good for hearts too. I think they drop like 8, because they got the massive big hearts. Those are always good to get. There we go, right in the shin, and I missed that jump. You have to be right on the fringe too, that's what I don't like. There we go, collecting a heart and I get more HP. You don't increase in strength, that's what your whip upgrades are for. But don't worry about that. Besides, this game is not very hard. It gets confusing, yes, but it's not overly impossible. Okay, what should I do? Actually, before I go on, why don't I show you a little something neat? What you need to do is go over this way. Try not to jump to the spikes, of course, obviously. And then you use the holy water. You might uncover hidden books. A symbol of evil will appear when you strike the stake. Okay, that's good to know. When you strike the stake... Well, actually it should be the other way around. It means if you strike something with the stake, not strike the stake itself. Because, yeah, each mansion you have to find a little store over there to actually buy an oak stake. You need the oak stake to get the Dracula part. Remember, there's a Dracula part in each mansion. Uh-oh. Slummers! Okay, I'm gonna need the holy water to get past this guy. And need the dagger again. Save state for this jump. Actually, if I save state, it's probably very sparingly. Like, there's not many parts you can easily die. It all depends on enemy placement and if there's water. Usually when it comes to jumps, you gotta be very stingy about. Like here, for instance, I don't want to do that one over again. Yeah, there's 2 invisible floors. Those are always nice. I like floors that I cannot see. And watch out for those skeletons over there, because that flame will still hurt you. I never thought bones were so combustible. I think there's gotta be something flammable in that bone marrow. There we go. Usually it takes a little while to actually get your full experience. Like, don't let it fool you, you actually are getting experience, but it's probably going by percentage of everything. I'm still only 1%, because each time you gain a level, it gets a bit harder to get another level. I don't know about you, but that oak stake looks like something it shouldn't. And do not use it for anything other than getting that Dracula part. Destroy the curse and you'll rule Brahm's mansion. That's nice. So yeah, I was about to say is that oak stake you can only use once. And you don't really want to use it for anything other than getting that part, because that's 50 parts a stake, really. Do you really want to spend that much money on something you can only use once over something that you really didn't really need it for? Like killing a simple enemy? Are you really going to waste your hearts on that? A flame flickers inside the ring of fire. I listened to that Johnny Cash song. I've never seen anything with a flame flickering inside. The only flame that was burning was the actual ring of fire itself. Thank you. Okay, that skeleton gives you a little hint, because that's a hidden floorboard there. If you fall through, you gotta start this whole dungeon over. You really don't want that. Okay, this is what you need the oak stake for. Ready? Aim. Fire. You now possess Dracula's rib. That is a very professional form of possessing. Remember, keep that in mind. Alright, now we can get out of here. Is there actually anything in here? Nope. Actually, I can use this fake floorboard. But now it gets really dangerous because, of course, there's water. The good thing about Dracula's rib is you can actually use it for a shield. That means you can deflect fireballs, like the gargoyle uses. Good thing I got a dagger that does a lot of damage. I don't know, I did not mean to do that. That's what I hate about hitting up when you're right next to the stairs. Just in case you didn't actually want to go up the stairs. Okay, I think that's enough for now. I think I'm gonna stick around and get some more hearts. Next part, we're gonna venture much further. See ya, everyone.